having a wonderful, blessed day. Remember to always enjoy your day. Okay? So today, I just want to say that I am really happy that I am making it another day. I've been doing great on my God fast. And it's one of those things when you're doing your journey that sometimes you don't enjoy the process of the journey, regardless of if it's a negative journey or a positive journey. You just don't enjoy it. And you're like, how can I enjoy a negative journey? Well, the best way to enjoy the negative journey is to realize why the negative journey is there. And sometimes we overanalyze things or something like that. Like if you say, like I was telling you about a situation of somebody I knew where their husband left them. So we were talking and having a conversation, and you start looking at, oh, okay, well, he left me, but now I got freedom. I'm not arguing about stupid stuff. I don't have to worry about having to stroke his ego. I don't have to. So you look at the positive of it, and even though you're going through the journey and you're going to be emotional, you're going to be crying, you're going to be upset, you're going to be all these things, you can say, but look at me getting my freedom. And every time I cry, I'm releasing that person from my life. So I'm moving on regardless. And by the time that person wants me back, I will be strong enough to not take that person back, because I'm crying every day. I'm screaming and hollering, but at the same time enjoying to be able to cry and scream and holler peaceful. A lot of times we want people to know that we're miserable, thinking that's going to change their outlook of why they made you miserable, but that's usually not what happens. So you want to always look at things in a positive light. And you can think of stuff like if you have cancer, if you have anything of negative. I'm going to tell you, I say it's all right to cry and scream and holler, but also live your life. Just because somebody says you're about to die does not mean let me live as I'm about to die. Live your life to the fullest. One of my great movies that I love is The Last Holiday. Not The Last Holiday. It's The Last Holiday. With Queen Latifah, when she thought she was going to die. And she ended up living her life to the fullest. And she kept talking to God like, okay, really? You're going to keep blessing me in this situation? Like, really, really? She didn't say bless, but you know what I mean. And then to find out she really wasn't going to die. But she lived her life to the fullest. But when she found out she wasn't going to die, she really lived her life. You know, she still lived her life as she did before. Sometimes we hold on to things so dearly and tight until that time to release. Or sometimes somebody tells us we're going to die, and then we just, well, it's me. Now, I'm not saying don't cry, scream, shout, be angry, be whatever. But why are you doing that? You know what? I was too scared to climb on top of the house. I'm going to climb on top of the house and scream. I'm dying anyway. I'm going to scream. If I fall and die, I'm already dying anyway. You know, not trying to kill yourself. But do you get what I'm saying? I was afraid to go on a cruise. Now I'm going to take my ass on a cruise, you know. Things that you were afraid of. Like my girl from Queen and Queen's World, the real, sorry. Like her, she said, you know, she's scared of flying. And I was like, you know, I knew how she felt and I understood, but it was not as bad as I thought it was. But again, it's because we don't have control of the situation, and then we're really putting our life in another human being's life to have us flying. Now, what if that person is sick, or what if that person got drunk, or didn't get enough sleep, or didn't do what they were supposed to do to be healthy to give us a flight? I get what she's saying. I'm like, I'm not against that. But if I'm dying, I'm flying. Where can I fly that I've never been? That's where I'm going. Like, I want to enjoy the process. Because the reason I say that, and I know I've been talking for a while, and I'm about to shut up, is when I was going through the biggest struggle in our life, when me and my husband was struggling, we couldn't even pay our rent and everything. And I was just stressed. I was too scared to go to the manager's office. It was just a lot of stuff that I was just like totally stressed about. Like, just could not bear in that area in my life. And it was just horrible. And I missed out on so much wonderfulness about the situation and loving life. Like, to the point where, okay, I couldn't pay my rent. But there was some way God made it where the landlord didn't even notice I wasn't paying my rent. You know? So there was like 6 months of my life that I was stressed and every day was worried and every day was scared. And God had took care of it. But I didn't even realize it until I was done and over. And I'm like, so even though I was living my life, I was living as stressful. Like, why am I living as stressful? You know what I mean? So stuff like that. You know, you can go, well, that's different than doubt. No, because regardless, at the end of the day, this is truth be told. Regardless if the doctor tells you you're dying or not, we're dying. Everybody who is living is going to die at some point. The only difference is we don't know when, and the doctor told you when. That's really the only difference. When you can't see and pay your rent, I always say stay focused. I stayed focused. I mean, I prayed. Not just prayed. I didn't just pray. I don't want you to think, oh, Lord Jesus, please help me. No, I prayed. I read the word, and I was learning the word. Like, I wasn't just reading. I took a verse, and the first thing me and my kids and husband did that morning was say that word. We acted that word out to the point where we knew what that word meant. That little verse meant something. And then we even did movements to it and dance steps to it. And then after that, sorry you guys, I almost dropped the phone. After that, before we left out the house, we screamed and hollered and shouted and gave praise. I told them they could flip in the house. They could do cartwheels. Don't jump on my couch. But I told them they could do all that just to get praise. And then we left and we were singing gospel music. And it was easy for us to sing gospel music because the kids were signing to gospel music all over the world. I've been telling my nephew to show you one of their old singing when they were singing, when they're signing to gospel music. But the one thing I did regret is all the wonderful times that my stress took away from me. Even though I was living life, wasn't living it to the fullest because I would have did more things in life besides that. But I was busy trying to hide from the managers and do this. Just a lot of different stuff. That's all I'm saying. So I hope that helped you. I hope that's a word that will bless you to understand no matter what's going on in your life, live your life to the fullest. Be saying, you know what? If I die today, I die doing everything I wanted to do. Everything I was scared of doing, I died. I'm scared of spiders. I let a damn spider in my hand. Yes, a cuss. In my hand because I wanted to. Just because I've always scared. Now if I die, I die. You know, I held a spider. The spider didn't control me no more. Things like that. So I hope you remember that. Now remember to love and live each day as if it were your last. Smooches.
Truly real to tell you how you feel.
Okay.
The love and live